Well, I started helping rescue other rescues in the community and even at the shelter years ago. I want to say like 10, 15 years ago. Back in 2016, I decided to start saving the chain dogs, just my husband and I. And we just started seeing a lot of dogs in the community on chains. And it really bothered us. Always did bother us, but it started to bother us more, so we started that program. In the South and in this community where I live, dogs live on chains every day. It's somewhat of a culture, it's somewhat of a Southern thing, I guess you could say. People were brought up in the South to believe that dogs were used as a doorbell, basically. They were to be put outside. They were not family pets. They were brought up. And I'm not even saying 50% of the South, but I'm saying a large community of the South were brought up this way or just believe that dogs should be used as doorbells. In my program, what we do is take chains off of dogs. In 2017, I got the law passed that it is illegal I helped get the law passed. It is illegal in Aiken County to chain a dog. Although people still do it, it is illegal to use a chain. But we still find it happening in this community every day. So these are some of the chains that I have with me today that actually took off of dogs. This particular chain is about 20 foot long. It's called a logging chain. Here in the South, loggers use it when they're cutting big trees. They also use these to lift motors out of cars. This stick was in the chain, and so I didn't take it out because I want people to see that if stuff like this gets in the chain, the owners are not going to go pull it out. So this was hooked to a tree in someone's yard. This chain is around 80 pounds itself. The dog that this was hooked to was about 30 pounds. Many times the people won't surrender them and we can't take the dogs, so we have to leave them there, but we build them a free fence to get them off these chains. And we make sure they have a brand new nice dog house, and we do whatever it takes. We also give them a crate to keep inside the house to try to get them to bring the dog inside during bad weather. Dogs live outside 24/7. The reason we try to leave them a crate is hoping and explaining to them and trying to teach them that please, if you're not going to bring the dog in, could you please, when it's severe rain, severe weather, fireworks, severe cold, would you bring the dog inside and put it in the crate for the day or the night? So a lot of people believe that cables are okay. And a cable is legal here in Aiken, South Carolina now, where the chains are not. But unfortunately, the cables, they tend to break easily. They're made of wire inside, so they cut the dog's legs, almost like a carpet burn. So it gets wrapped around and cuts. We went back and found dogs with the cable wrapped around their belly, and it's cut all the way into them, all the way around, because these people are not going to go out and untangle the dog. This was a collar, and this is a piece of wire with duct tape, and then it was hooked to the chain, and this is a sock to help with the duct tape. And this chain had a lot of socks hooked to it to continue to hook the chain together. And on this particular chain, there were 3 dogs, and this was another collar, and this is just some sort of material. Even though some counties in the South have these ordinances, we don't have enough animal control to go out and enforce all of this, and we don't have enough people telling on these people reporting them. So people are still chaining dogs and hooking them to stuff, like we have here today, and no one's reporting it. I could really use the laws to back me and to help me out, but that's not going to happen. At this point, I will do what it takes to help the dogs here in my community. I have been for a long time. And if it's going into these communities where I've had guns held to my head, because I was in the wrong neighborhood. If I've had to jeopardize myself and my volunteers, we've had to do it. But you know what? We've had good outcomes because we're nice people, we're good to these people, and we get down on their level. We respect them. Anything to save the dog.